Hi guys, Arindam here, and in this video I'll be showing you how to efficiently get the artifact of the Gatekeeper from the old tunnels cave on Scorched Earth in ARK Ascended as of December 2024. So we are situated very close to the mouth of the cave. Let me give you a better visual representation of where we are. The red obelisk over here, the blue over there, and we see this cliff over here. So we have this cliff that is going up into three separate areas, and we are going to actually head to the center of these three adjacent cliffs. So we're going to drop down here, and we're going to park our flyer here because this is the mouth of the cave. It is at coordinates 59.1 by 48, or rather it's currently here 58.7 by 47.7. Now regarding this cave has two choke points, one point over here, one point further down the line, where you cannot fit even medium sized dinos. So you're going to have to take dinos that are sufficiently small. The dinos that I would recommend would be either the Direwolf, which I'm going to be taking for this cave, or the Saber-tooth. So the Saber-tooth and the Direwolf can also jump, and they can actually come from the outside to the very inside of the cave without any problems. There is one more dino that you can take. There are actually two more dinos. Sorry, there is one more dino that you can actually take. That is the Carnotaurus. The Carnotaurus can actually fit through both of these small choke points, even though it's pretty big. That is because of how ARK's meshing works. And the Carnotaurus actually has bleed damage, which will ensure that you can take out the rubble column safely. But the Carnotaurus cannot jump. That is why it's going to be a bit of a problem. The other dino I was going to recommend was the Mantis, but Mantis actually cannot fit through the second gap. It can only fit through the first gap. Okay, now before you actually go venture into a cave, always create one of these logout shacks. So the logout shack is going to be a simple building where you actually have a bed and a box like I have. Regarding the cave, I am going to be requiring some lesser antidotes and some med brews because we have bats and arthropleuras, and bats are going to give mega rabies needed for the lesser antidotes, and arthropleura speed can damage me even while I'm riding on a mount, which is why I'll require the medical brews. I'm going to be swapping my desert cloth with the ghillie. Again, why? Even though both of them give hypothermic insulation, the ghillie armor, once it gets damaged by the arthropleura spit, can actually be repaired by fiber, hide, as well as the organic polymer you can get by defeating the mantis inside. So you will be able to repair your armor even while you are damaged. You could additionally take no dinos and use a combination of grappling hooks, cactus broth, bug repellent, and some energy brews to clear it, but I am not going to be doing that. Okay, now lastly, regarding my wolf. So even though the wolf is a combat mount, the wolf doesn't have any saddle, and the wolf is not very tanky, unlike the Saber-tooth, which has a saddle, which means I am going to be mostly relying upon flight strategy. That is, I am going to be escaping combat, even though my wolf has somehow decent stats. So we have around 6.7k health and 400 melee, but we do not have any imprinting, and we have just one little trait. So okay. Regarding arthropleuras, if I do have to fight them, I have an ascendant shotgun. Let me show you. It's the same shotgun that I had used on the island map for some of the ascension. So I'll be using that. Now regarding this first part, you can take either this route or that route. I'm going to be taking the this route over here. One last thing is, this cave also has one explorer note, which I'll also be showing in this particular video. So from here, this is the upper route. On that location over there, a cave loot drop actually spawns. Now I'm going to be completely running from all the mobs. I have no interest in taking them out. I have no interest in taking them out. So this is the big central chamber, and this is the choke point where Mantis is not going to be able to fit. This is why you require a saber-tooth, Carno or a Direwolf to actually fit inside. And just when you come here, you're going to get the only explorer node of the map, which is at coordinate 58.1 by 44.7.
I have discovered why Prophet's Rest is so generous with their water.
Now
The
from
well
here,
at the edge of the compound is built
can come
directly
here
on
and
top of
see
what the locals call a
how
water
the
vein.
entire thing looks
An
like.
endless supply of water
And there
bubbles
below
up from beneath the earth. Its
is
existence is a
our
minor
actual
miracle,
artifact over there.
though compared to what I saw in
And
the
you can see
Starlit
there are a lot of
Sanctuary,
Arthropleura, so we
minor
will
is the
have
operative
to do
word.
some combat.
I
Thankfully,
suppose
we are
this
going to be
Ark
using the
must
wolf
be
to fight the
floating among
Arthropleura.
the
We do not want to
stars,
take
just as the
reflection
island
damage.
was. What an extraordinary thought. I cannot fathom how such a thing is possible. But that remarkable metal must be at the heart of it. I am certain.
I think that is the volumetric fog causing a problem. Let me disable the volumetric fog. This I have noticed in my other cave video also. The fog kind of messes everything up. So you can see there is an Arthropleura. I am going to bait the Arthropleura so that it falls below, or I may don't have to. Okay, it did indeed fall, but it fell somewhere which I'll have to eventually fight. So this jump is something that cannot be done by Carnotaura, so you need a saber-tooth or a wolf for this. You don't do a sprinting jump, just do a standing jump. Because of how far the wolf jumps, a sprinting jump is going to overshoot and is going to cause a lot of problems. So now you can see this area over here, and we have that let's see, we have nothing over there. Thanks to the AI pathing, now these guys can actually cleverly understand that there is a cliff on that side and it doesn't get fall down underneath. I'm just waiting for the mega rabbits to happen any moment. This part has a couple of Arthropluras and a snake also. Alright, actually the Arthropleura kind of left, so here is the artifact that coordinates 58.3 by 43.3. Now let me do something. Let me do the most important thing, that is get a screenshot, because how else am I going to put a really nice thumbnail? So you also get the scorched spike skin for your pike. If you go to the very bottom of this, then you are going to get a cave loot drop. At that location, at this location over there, at that corner. So if you see that corner over there, that is a location for one of the cave loot drops, but as well as there are also a lot of bad guys down there, so we don't want that. Now we have gotten the artifact, and we have also gotten the explorer node, so we can get out of the cave. Now you cannot target the high position, you have to target this. As you can see, we have already lost over 2000 health. That is why if you are going to take a wolf, always try to ensure that you level it up sufficiently in health and use a shotgun to actually take out the more dangerous creatures. So from here, we're coming to the mouth of this location. We will ignore all of the mobs. We have one of these things, or we won't. I'll still get this particular job. I did spawn a kind of hornet's nest, like all the bad guys are there. The good thing about the wolf is, the wolf has pretty good DPS for its size. And it attacks so fast that most of the time the other creatures cannot even get a chance to attack you. Yeah, so finally we also see that has happened. We have not lost anything to the Arthropleurus pit. It's going to go up. This is the pretty bad loot. Rubble golems also spawn in this cave, and in fact very rarely Megalosaurus also sleeps inside the cave. So always do it at before when it gets night. Do it in the afternoon or noon when it's much more safer, because we don't want Megalosaurus to be bothering us. Alright, so that's it. We have made it out of the artifact, and that concludes the video. If you enjoyed it, please drop a like, share and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Stay tuned and thank you for watching.